We need an intro. We got an intro.
Yep.
Okay. Maybe. Okay.
We just did 3 intros.
Monkeys go directly to hell. Do you know what it's like to go on Twitter and see Phillies fans complaining, "Oh, Philadelphia fans have it the worst. I want to fucking kill all of you."
You sound a lot like another famous Bills person.
O.J. Simpson.
Austin did make the same strangling motion.
You did the same thing that the
before.
Juice did, yeah.
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 Okay, everybody, welcome to episode 46 of Gorilla Radio Show.
Is this a public episode?
This is a
Yeah,
public
this is a
episode.
public episode. And
No
what's
way.
that? What do I hear? Is that Shane McMahon's theme? Here comes the money? Oh my god! $430-something a month on Patreon. What's going on?
You mean Sean McMahon?
I thought, isn't Shane McMahon?
It's Sean
it
McMahon. Actually, it's Vince McMahon's kid, right? It might be
Yeah.
Shane. It might be Shane McMahon. You might
It's
be right.
Shane McMahon. He
Shane
looks
McMahon.
like a weirdo. Anyway.
Why Shane McMahon?
Yeah, why that?
Because his theme song is "Here Comes the Money."
Here comes the. Oh, true.
Yeah. So,
Okay, tie this bit in. What are we talking about today, Austin?
well, yeah, we're just gonna be talking about Elon Musk again.
We're gonna talk
Because-
about how much we hate him and how he's
Long time
how
enemy.
you need to take it into your own hands.
No.
Elon Musk.
We're gonna be talking about a longtime enemy of the pod here, Elon
Cybersmith.
Musk. No, Cybersmith is now unfortunately a friend of the pod because we were able to flip his 10-year-long bit that he's been doing into like $100 a month on Patreon for us.
That's true. I would
Godspeed, soldier.
like to in this public episode thank every single one of you who has joined the Patreon and has just slightly enriched my life to the point
Exactly.
where now I can afford McDonald's once a week.
Yeah.
So
Let's
By the
fucking
way,
go.
folks, if you somehow are living under a rock and you listen to this podcast but don't check out any of our social medias, we interviewed, or I didn't, but Austin and Greg
Yeah.
interviewed Cybersmith. It's a Patreon exclusive.
notable internet insane person.
Notable internet insane person.
Yeah.
Notable diaper fetish haver.
Cybersmith, if you're listening,
Yeah.
what's with the diapers? We never
What's
got
with the
there. We
diapers,
never got to
man?
ask. We never got
What
to
make-
ask.
We never got to ask. We tried to ask about the pets situation a little bit, but you kind of
You
deflected that.
You deftly
Definitely
Figured us
maneuvered
out.
of
Definitely
that one.
maneuvered around it.
But if you haven't yet, join the Patreon. I think it's at the $5 tier you have to join. It's a bonus episode. So $5.
It is.
And you can listen to Greg and Austin interview
Also,
Cybersmith. It is a
if
video
you
episode, so
join-
you can see
Yeah.
everything.
If
that
you
happens.
can see us trying not to laugh the whole time, and Austin failing to do that the whole time. But you can see me trying not to lose my mind the entire episode. But,
Oh my god.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing for you guys. Because we have passed our $400 a month goal, we're sending out Polaroids with little paw prints of our cats. All right,
Woo.
directly
I
to
don't
your
have cats
house.
anymore.
So if you join the Patreon, make sure you have a delivery address, and I believe you have to join it. Is it the $10 tier or above to get the cat
$5
picture?
tier or above.
$5 tier.
Yeah,
or
we're doing
above?
$5.
Which
'cause
is a lot of
Polaroids-
people.
Okay.
Well,
So join
Polaroids
at the
are a little
$5
expensive,
tier
but
above.
it'll be worth it.
Yeah, you join at the $5 tier above. You can
Make
you'll
sure
get
you're
a
on
picture
for
of a
at
cat.
least a whole month,
Yes,
so that
I will be
um,
watching.
yeah,
Alright, those
because
will
we
go
got
out.
like it's
Also-
gonna take a little while to take all these pictures. I don't want to like
Yeah.
flashbang my cat 79 times. You know?
Yeah, these
Uh-huh.
will go out next month, right? Probably. Well,
Mhm.
it's almost
We're
December.
gonna figure it out.
Probably in
And
January,
honestly,
these will go out,
maybe we
so I
can
can
do
make sure that
Christmas
you're.
cards.
So, by the way,
That's
I
not a
think
terrible idea.
oh, that's a good idea. Really quickly, I don't know if we've ever spoken about the logistics between us, but Greg, you have 4 cats, right? Austin, you have 3. Technically.
I was just gonna
You got
say.
3
I
and a
was just
half.
gonna say, Austin, you and I split it in half, and you're getting a random picture of one of the cats.
I like that. I think you
Yeah,
should gotcha
I don't
this shit. You gotta gotcha this
Yeah,
shit.
I think
See
it should
which
be a
one you
cat
get.
gotcha.
Yeah, see which cat you get. I'm probably not sure if I'm gonna take pictures of Tomago because he's very dark black, and I don't know how well he'll show up, but I will try.
We'll see what
But you will
happens.
Yeah, you
definitely
can
get a
try one.
Polaroid of one of my cats. Okay.
Four?
Yeah, it'll be
Probably
a gotcha.
Most
We
of them
can-
are gonna be Ozzy. I'm gonna be real. He's so handsome.
Pickles is the SR rank because he's got
Super
clout.
rare. There's gonna be
You're gonna get
5
you're gonna get
pickles.
shinies of pickles.
the SSR. It's got the fold emblazoned on it. The
Okay.
foil.
But yeah,
But-
we are going to be doing that.
Mhm.
And I would like to make a proposition to the two of you.
Yes,
We are currently at $441.
we sure are.
That's crazy.
I would like to propose to you guys, and this is out for the public. If we hit $450 by Friday,
This
we are
Friday.
recording this on Monday. So
Yep. The
if
episode
we
will
hit
go up tomorrow on Tuesday.
$450 by Friday, I think we should release one more bonus episode because we have seen such an incredible amount of growth in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to maybe keep it going. So
Keep advertising this shit.
We'll
We'll just
put
have to
out
figure
another
out
one
which
of our-
one.
we'll put out another one of our good ones. We have a
So
bunch
if
of great
you-
bonus episodes.
We have a lot of great bonus episodes, guys.
So if you would like, out of the goodness of your heart, if you are at the goodness of your heart, like to join at the bonus episode tier, you can get these people a free episode. But if you also just want to join the $1 or $3 tier, you'll get an extra bonus episode out of it anyway if we hit that goal.
Yeah.
So do that, please. I beg of you. I'm
Yeah.
a teacher. I don't make any money.
Yeah, and anyway, our donation will be for $45 as
Absolutely.
well.
We're fucking upping it every month. We are fucking upping it.
We're
Do you guys
upping
want to know
the
what I
ante.
did? Thank God I'm the only one who I think checks the bank account regularly. Do you know what I did, Austin, last month when I went to go
What?
give the money to the thing? I transferred all of the money to our bank account out of our PayPal. And then Austin was like, you have to PayPal the thing. So I was like, okay, I'll put money back into PayPal, right? And then I'll
Uh-huh.
pay it. And I did that in reverse order. So what I actually did was overdraft our bank account.
oh God. Okay. Okay. Well, that's
which is why this week when you went there's a Twitch deposit, I was like, oh no, and I went in there and we only got like 3/4 of a Twitch deposit because the bank account had been overdrafted. So that's why I didn't send you any money because I was a little worried about that. So we're waiting on that. Also, stick around, folks. I now work in early morning shift at my new job, so I work
I
from like
know.
4 o'clock.
Greg is.
Yeah, I work
working
from like 4
graveyard.
a.m. Not really. I mean, I work from like 4 a.m. to 9. A little bit
Okay,
after
I guess it's
9,
not terrible.
which is like just a
Yeah.
super early morning shift. Shout out Ed, we're UPS gang now. But
UPS gang.
so keep an eye out
Santa
for
wears
afternoon.
brown.
Yeah, keep an eye out for more afternoon streams from me. I'm trying
Yeah.
to fix my sleep schedule so that I'm sleeping
Mm-hmm.
correctly to do this. And then I'll be streaming more again. So.
Yep. Also,
Think
more
in the
Disco
future.
Elysium coming this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think
All
in
right.
the
Now that
future,
we
maybe
got
some
we gotta
Rust
stop
gameplay
doing
from me.
we gotta stop doing 10 minutes of talking about Patreon at the very beginning of the episode.
Oh,
People
okay,
love
yeah.
it.
Kill yourself.
Okay, so before we get onto Elon Musk visiting Israel and visiting Netanyahu, let's talk about killing monkeys again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because this time, Elon Musk has killed so many monkeys, the SEC is investigating him.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
How bad you gotta fuck up real bad.
You know how
Okay,
bad you have
so-
to be for the U.S. government to like attempt to regulate you?
Right?
Speaking of the
So-
U.S. government, we fell in the rankings of worldwide development to somewhere between Cuba and Bulgaria, which officially classifies the United States as a developing nation.
Let's
Is that for real?
go.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
crazy. That rocks.
Our infrastructure and public public
Folks.
services now rank us 41st in the world.
The empire is crumbling. Get
What-
ready.
The empire's collapsing. I didn't even see it happening.
15 years, and then it's all over.
Call me-
Is that your
call me-
prediction?
Call me
Is that your
Theodosius the
prediction?
way these walls are crashing down.
Listen, I believe that the U.S. will fully crumble and fall in the year 2041.
Oh, okay.
Based.
Yeah, no. So, yeah,
I'm gonna
no.
make it
So,
happen if I got it.
1,500 animals in total have been killed. Not all
What?
monkeys, obviously. Not all
He's
monkeys.
killed
At
thank God.
Neuralink.
15. He's
Jesus
killed
Christ.
1,500 animals for Neuralink.
Yeah,
want his head on a
whistleblowers
pike.
claim whistleblowers claim that he's killed 1,500 animals.
What kind of animals aside from the macaques that we already know about is he
I'm
experimenting on? Does
assuming
it say?
mice are the
Okay,
main
of course,
thing.
mice.
You know what?
yeah.
Open invitation,
you
Elon
know.
Musk. When you hear this, because I know you read your replies. When you hear this, Elon, you have an open invitation to come on our
Oh, wait.
podcast and defend your actions.
Yeah, come on the pod, Elon.
Come
Come
on
on
the
the
pod,
pod,
Elon.
Elon.
Come into our recording booth that we have in real life.
Come into the recording booth, all right? And we'll all show you our different impressions of an Afrikaner accent. I want to hear what you think. I've been working on it.
Also apparently 86 pigs were involved as well.
Ooh, damn. So here's what's going on. The SEC has not yet launched an investigation. But there's internal murmurings according to Wired. And there are members of the House of Representatives, so the fake elected officials, the congressmen. Who cares about them? 4 members of the U.S. House of Representatives allege that Musk issued false statements in September regarding the deaths of 12 macaque monkeys, the subjects of experiments at a primate center in California between 2018 and 2020. So, these are. I remember when we talked about this last time. We said, "Is this happening at Berkeley? Is that correct? Is that where all this is happening at?"
That's the center of most of America's evil, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's at one of the UCLA schools. I think.
Yeah, it's
Or
let's see.
The
No,
true
it is a
Imperial
UCLA.
Core is in Berkeley, California.
Yeah. No, UC Davis. Sorry.
UC Davis.
Oh,
not UC. Yeah, UC
there's
Davis.
there's only one California college I can get behind, and it's UCSB, which is, I've found out, the ECU of the West.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have a buddy who went to UCSB, which is essentially just it's like going to Alabama without as much incest.
Okay.
Those San Bernardinoans, they loved incest.
Santa Barbara.
Santa
Okay,
Barbarans.
so let me
Let me all you freaks.
Let me read something real quick here that confuses me. It says over 280 sheep, pigs, monkeys, mice, rats, and at least 1,500 more animals. Does that mean like
Whoa, hold
more
on.
than just
It's
the
all
sheep,
the
pigs,
monkeys?
monkeys, mice,
Hold
and
on,
rats?
it's all the monkeys, mice, and rats plus 1,500.
That's what this
Great.
quote says.
What are
I don't
they
know if that's I don't know if they misspoke, but yeah, no, there's
You know what that
incredible-
means? I don't know if I should say that.
Say it. We'll say it. Say it.
We might have to cut this out.
Okay.
I don't know if
Everything.
this,
I'll cut
I
everything
feel
out.
like this might be funny, but it might not be. But
Okay.
so no, I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. It's not.
Okay. anyways.
Elon Musk is
No.
like reverse Noah's arking this shit. Like he's gonna take 2 of every
every animal
and then kill them all.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
I think so it says here that there's this incredible pressure on the employees by the Silicon Valley guys who says, I think Elon, one of the quotes says that Elon told employees that he wants them to envision a bomb strapped to their head to
Just like
increase
me.
urgency.
Wow.
Is this
Yeah,
kind of
this-
like the
this-
bomb he's strapping to the heads of the monkeys?
Yeah, no, this obviously, as we've gone over previously, this leads to botched experiments and animal suffering. Basically, every time an incident occurred, it was reported to the IACUC, which mandated training and protocol changes as needed. But like this happens so many times, I want to know why the IACUC didn't just say, fuck it, take the whole thing down. Because how many times can you change a protocol because of a botched monkey surgery before you're like, maybe these people aren't responsible. Maybe they're pushing these researchers too hard to do like fucking hack jobs, you know?
It's like he's trying to create his own Unit 731.
So the basis for why these lawmakers, and let me go ahead and try and find their names here real quickly. But these lawmakers are pushing Musk on a specific claim he made on Twitter, of course, because he loves to talk on Twitter.
Loves to talk on Twitter.
Bro
Gets in trouble all the time.
loves
Musk
to
claims-
litigate himself on Twitter.
No animal
your
test
lawyer.
subjects. No animal test subjects died as a result of a Neuralink implant. Okay, so they're dying, but he's claiming that they're not dying because of Neuralink. Adding that the company strove early on to minimize risk to healthy monkeys by what he says choosing monkeys that were close to death already. Okay,
Where do you just
So-
like? Is there like a website to like buy sickly monkeys?
No,
thing.
that's the thing. Monkeys like are remarkably sturdy animals. That's why we keep using them in neuroscience experiments.
I mean, like the lifespan of a monkey or the life of a monkey.
these things will live
and
at
an
least 30
experiment
years
monkey.
in captivity.
When
Yeah.
we talk about this on the podcast, Austin's always talk about this. You get a healthy monkey, young monkey preferably, if I'm correct, and you do a couple of experiments on it, and then you give it to a sanctuary. And if that's not possible, you kill that monkey and dissect it for science, I guess. 'Cause,
Pretty
you know,
much, yeah.
You try to put its brain in a dog.
see what
You try to do
happens?
some weird, fucked up shit. You try to transfer the soul and to impress the Pope.
Yes.
So, this push to investigate Musk is spearheaded by U.S. Representative Earl Blumenauer from Oregon, and three additional
Dear Art.
Democrats. They're all Democrats, I'm pretty sure.
Of course they are.
Three additional Democrats joined the effort.
These
including
damn
Barbara
liberals
Lee,
trying to stop the progress of science.
literally James McGovern. Which, come on,
James McGovern.
Change your name if you're going to run for office, my guy.
Related to, yeah.
Tony Cardenas. So there's at least four. I think also someone named no, but
There's
I have
someone
a
named
question.
Gensler.
I have
who
a
says-
question.
Gensler
Did-
is the head of the SEC.
Did
Okay.
the
Oh, yeah,
Neuralink
right.
did the Neuralink monkeys condemn Hamas?
Did they deserve to die?
Well, I guess maybe this will come back into play. Elon Musk just met with Netanyahu an hour ago, so
Which is so
Also-
crazy to me. Why does he get to do things?
That's just what the aristocracy is here for. To
Like,
be able
but
to
it's
do
not,
whatever
they're not
the fuck
even
they
fun
want.
about it anymore.
They're not.
They should get titles and shit.
I think the issue with Musk is that he is just a poster. And he's a really, 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 really bad poster.
he's so
Like-
bad at posting. He can't even do us the Donald Trump courtesy.
Do you know
of being
who's
good
a
at
better?
posting.
You know who's a better poster?
Cyrus Smith.
Edward Habsburg.
No, unironically, the Hasbro guy.
Way
great
better poster. Great
The
poster.
Napoleon fucking billboard. He was like, I gotta walk by this every day now. Like, great post.
Edward Habsburg, the Habsburg heir, made American Thanksgiving. He posted a picture of turkey and stuffing, saying they were doing American
Total American cultural victory.
Thanksgiving. We have
Hell
won
yeah.
the war. Okay.
We won.
The Cold War
You know,
is over, folks.
Archduke Franz Ferdinand spinning like a fucking top in his grave. Okay. Could have never imagined this.
It says here in this other article that Neuralink hasn't disclosed its valuation recently, which is concerning.
$.
You can't. It's always a good sign when your company is not disclosing its value. It's really great stuff.
I think the probably the Musk bullshit reports are that it's close to being valued around $5 billion.
He's
But-
doing the Enron scandal thing where he's
That's
like,
surprisingly low for an Elon Musk self-valuation, because every time he values something by himself, he's like,
I can't
it's
he's
say
doing
that's
$10
future
billion.
valuations.
I don't know if it's a Musk self-valuation, but because he is not because it's not public right now, Wired here just says reportedly valued at around $5 billion. Neuralink
I'm gonna
raised
start
more than
reportedly valuing my net worth at around
$80
$5
million
billion.
according to filings based on the claims that Musk was making about the success
A notably reliable
Neuralink.
source.
You know what? Gorilla Radio show is now valued at $1 billion.
Love it or
Invest now.
Invest now.
Hate us or love us, we're valued
take
at $1
personal
billion.
checks. Yeah, we take check. All right.
Bidding starts now.
Yeah.
So, like Austin was saying, there's whistleblowers in Neuralink telling us about issues, things that are going on inside the thing. So, a former Neuralink employee told Wired, the idea that these were terminal monkeys is ridiculous. We had these monkeys for a year or so before any surgery was performed. Neuralink asked, or Wired asked Neuralink about this, but they refused to respond.
Elon, if you want to defend the value of your company, we're always here. Come on the show.
You can come on the show. You can show us your filings, and listen. We'll be like that Trump doctor who just kind of would say shit. We'll say shit for you.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll do whatever the fuck you want if you give me some cash.
Come on, man. Come on. We can.
I don't think he has any cash. I think he just lies about how much money he has.
No liquidity.
So, let's see here. Yeah, no, first of all, he's absolutely lying about the monkeys being close to death. That doesn't just happen to a dozen monkeys. No, come on. Be real.
He
Be
just
for real.
makes shit up, and his bot ass followers just believe anything he says.
Have you ever gone and sorry for the little tangent here, but have you ever gone into the replies of an Elon Musk tweet and just seen like the just like lack of sentience going on in that? Like I can't even say it's like a poor understanding of English thing. It's just like it's like there's not a thought going on. You know what I mean? Like
It's like, hey, honestly, that's what every reply in Twitter is now because of fucking blue checks.
yeah, no, it does kind of suck now.
But
Oh,
Elon Musk's replies are particular. It's like this is like Elon Musk has now forced every single comment section, reply section to a tweet to be like a Hillary or a Trump tweet during like 2016.
yeah.
Just like nonsense lunatic posting.
It's the
that is
Krasensteins
incessant.
forever.
We have the Krasenstein industrial complex is upon us.
Literally. Okay, so
we missed out on so many good grifting opportunities.
so an article in Fortune, anonymous former employees described a culture of blame and fear, one in which, this is crazy, Musk would frequently undermine management by encouraging junior employees to email issues and complaints to him directly, which in a laboratory setting, I can guarantee you that just translates to my boss isn't letting me cut open this monkey head, yell at him or withhold funding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's an insane thing to do because one thing about Elon Musk, he doesn't have a single fucking clue of what he's funding. He never knows. They get him on stage to talk about, oh, I can't do a South African accent.
Do it.
You were just doing a little English one.
Yeah, that was English. How do you do a South African accent? Give me an example.
English accent, but somehow more racist. Go.
I can't do it.
That was close. That was actually
pretty close. Yeah, you were getting there.
That's kind of how he sounds.
You know,
basically, what we want to do is we want to make a Fitbit, but for your brain. No, that was too English.
It's too English. It's like English mixed with Dutch. So you'd be like, it's like he's more O on things.
We want to make a Fitbit for your brain.
We want to make a
brain.
We want to make a.
We want to make a Fitbit for your brain.
There you go. That's closer. That's close. You're doing kind of a Chartel Copley thing, but it's working.
Okay. Well,
Chandran, I don't know what the fuck was that. You were just staring into the void.
I'm at my second monitor.
You were like,
what was what was that one song that I love to be a South African, and like it's the South African cartoons being super racist. Do you guys know what song I'm talking about?
I'm not sure what you're talking about now.
I actually do know what you're talking about vaguely. It's like a guy making fun of how racist South Africa is.
Exactly.
Okay, so
I'm not gonna find this. I don't think. But whatever.
Open.
Think about if you know that song, that video. Think about that video whenever we quote Musk.
It's like the South African version of the "Fuck You Baltimore" video.
But yeah, so there's also another article here that says UC Davis has been hiding photos of the Musk-owned Neuralink monkey tests. Like they're not disclosing, and I don't.
You know they're doing some horrifying shit.
UC Davis is no longer involved. I think they're just covering their own ass because of how bad it makes them look. Like I think they've moved on from the monkey tests, which also a bad idea. This is not ready. Come on.
So the representative from Bumfuck Nowhere, Blumenauer, co-chairs the Congressional Animal Protection Caucus and characterized Neuralink as having a distressing history of alleged animal welfare abuses, saying the SEC investigation should determine whether Musk intentionally misled the public by misrepresenting the harm caused by botched animal trials. I don't even know if these animal trials are botched. I think Musk is doing this shit on purpose.
Yeah, he's telling them to kill these monkeys.
He's telling them to kill these monkeys. Like one way or another. Like how we said, like the environment of this laboratory is designed specifically to sacrifice these monkeys at any expense. Like that's kind of the stated goal.
Yeah, he's trying to he's doing like the Elden Ring grafting shit. He's putting like monkey brains in his skull.
He's the first real boss.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So sorry to be jumping between two articles like this, but
do it.
For the record, the monkeys that Elon had said were close to death. Reports that the photos aren't being released of describe that the California National Primate Research Center's staff was told to wait to euthanize a macaque monkey that was suffering. An autopsy showed that adhesive from the implant was leaking out,
Yeah.
which is not normal. Usually, if you're going to be putting like anything adhesive, it's going to be bone cement or something.
And the
that's gonna
last
be
time we spoke
fucking-
about these
We
procedures,
don't do that no more.
we spoke
not,
about
not in
how
America.
the fucking glue was fucking corrosive. How the glue
Yeah,
they were
fucking
using for the
melting
Neuro
glue
monkey
can be
brains.
corrosive. You need to do like like very specific like bone cement and like not
They were in there
touch-
using Gorilla Glue, man. It's for the
They
Yeah,
monkeys,
literally
right?
were. They laid their edges with Gorilla Glue.
But yeah, the worst part of it though, beyond the leaking
Where are the edges
adhesive,
on a monkey?
I don't know, but you know what? That poor lady. I still feel bad for her sometimes. I remember her.
I don't. That's the funniest, dumbest shit I've
It
ever
was
seen
so
in my
funny,
life.
but sometimes I just think about her and I'm like, damn, girl was really going through it.
So the monkey's brain was visibly poking out of the base of its skull.
Oh my
What?
god.
Do you know how bad you have to fuck up to melt a monkey brain out of the skull? You normally don't even want to like be like the most I ever saw of a monkey brain at my time in the lab was the little like membranous tissue between the skull and the brain. They didn't like cut into that at all. You're not supposed to.
So Elon is over here co-signing the most invasive experiments on these monkeys' brains, melting their brains with glue, and is turning around and telling his investors that everything is going great, that we're putting those bad boys in there, and that no monkeys are dying because of the evil shit we're doing. So if that reportedly $5 billion valuation is real, then that means Elon Musk has because Neuralink isn't a public, like they're not selling anything right now. Like they're
Probably never will.
they never will. They've
Yeah,
probably got
I-
some shit industry side, client side they're selling to make cash, but like
I don't even know about that. I think they're just straight
I
up
don't think they are.
getting speculative
yeah,
investments.
but that means
That's the whole point of the song and dance, where they get every year they do like a fucking Nintendo Direct with Elon
they
Musk, where he's
do
like,
that.
"You're gonna use this device to come out your balls," and then they shoo him off and get a guy in there to be like, "So yeah, this is actually we're hoping maybe it might help paralyzed people move their arms again."
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
So there's no
Hitting that cum button over and over and over and over
Yeah.
and over.
there's no consumer market for this. No,
Yeah,
He's gonna
absolutely not.
revolutionize
Doesn't make any
gooning.
sense.
this will never
They-
make money. So he's just
I-
raising money and burning it.
Yeah, he's burning money for the sake of it. Here's the thing. He's doing scientism. Science for the sake of doing science itself, not for the sake of any greater good or anything actually
real word?
advancing. Yeah, it's a real word, sort of. It's a real word in that it's a word that people made up and choose to describe things with. But
Oh, like America.
Yeah.
it's sure. Maoist standard English.
How to do Maoist fashion when you're in occupied Turtle Island. Click this link to my Etsy shop right now.
So, yeah, I've said this before, but he took technology that already existed, the Utah array, and decided we're going to bring this to the private, like, consumer field by making it engineered and modular and wireless. Isn't that crazy and cool? What he has to show for it is rushed in. You never want to rush neurosurgery.
Nope.
Like that's your first problem. What the
Utah
fuck?
mentioned.
Like, remember last time we spoke about how this thing would work? It was going to use standard Bluetooth. Remember that?
Yeah, that's fucking. I do remember that. That's so
Using
insane.
very hackable Bluetooth 2.0.
Have you heard?
I don't even trust my Bluetooth earbuds that much.
I can't get my own fucking car to reliably connect to my phone.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the Bluetooth mattress that they unveiled at like fucking Mattress Warehouse or whatever? Where
Does it
people
make
were
you come?
No. They were driving into the parking lot of the Mattress Warehouse or whatever and connecting to the Bluetooth beds and blasting like fucking Ram Ranch and shit. And because it was like so insecure that they couldn't even like disconnect the phone from the mattress, they had to unplug the mattress until the people went away and then plug it
That's
back
awesome.
in.
That's awesome.
Imagine the fucking bass on a subwoofer in your mattress.
That would make me come.
Hey, you know what? We found it. We found a workable alternative to putting it in your brain.
Put it in your bed. So, if you don't remember,
What the fuck are we doing with this episode? Where are we going with this?
Well, we're just talking about Musk and how much we hate him.
I
Yeah,
want him
now
to come on the
he's-
show now.
We're gonna get him on the show. We'll get him on the show.
Elon, come
Wait.
on the show.
It is our solemn plea to guerrilla warriors, if you're listening, if you have any ties to apartheid South Africa or Elon Musk himself, please get. You know, what would
We
be
should get
funnier
Errol
than
Musk
getting-
on here.
We need to get his dad
He
on
would
the
come
show.
on. He would come on. He would absolutely get Errol. Can you come on and talk shit about your kid for an hour? He would
I
absolutely
need Errol.
go.
Does Errol Musk have an email? Can we get?
Email that motherfucker.
Can we
He's a
email him and
bazillion
ask
years
him?
old. I don't know.
Anyway, we'll figure this out.
We need
might have
to
a
email
phone
him and
number.
ask him to come on the pod and just like talk about how much he hates his son. Could you imagine?
So I think
Errol, as fellow Elon haters, will you come on?
You can never keep a player hater down.
Chandron's shitting themselves right now.
Okay, so while Chandron's gone,
Shitting
Yeah.
their pants.
so
It's fun. We can say this and they won't know until they go to edit the episode.
yeah. So, oh my god, this is a whole fraud investigation, right? Like, let's just like before I talk about the UC Davis situation further, the lawmakers' letter to the SEC claims the animals' deaths are directly related to the safety and marketability of Neuralink's brain-computer interface. Obviously, because they're already trying to move to human trials, which no,
Crazy.
that's crazy. Good luck,
Every
though.
blue check should have to do it.
Yeah, that should be like they should sneak that into the terms and
It's in the
service.
terms, yeah.
Yeah, this was his gambit all along.
Masterful gambit, sir.
It is critical, they say, that investors in the company be provided with accurate information. The minimum investment accepted by outside parties is $14,995. So that's the minimum. If you're gonna buy into this shit, you have to give them at least 15 grand.
Let's buy in.
Let's buy in. You got 15 bands just sitting
No.
out.
But if anybody at home has
15 Bow
15
Wows.
bands, if anybody at home has $15,000 and wants to invest in our name, I'll take that. For anybody at home who's thinking, wow, these guys are being a little weird today, it's because we're selling out, all right?
Yep.
Elon, come on the pod. I don't give a shit. I'll do a fluff piece for you. Everything Elon does turns to gold for everybody but him. So,
that's
whatever.
true.
Get him on the fucking show. Get him on the fucking show.
But-
Yeah,
Joe Rogan,
so-
come on the fucking show. I don't
So,
give a shit. I'll get
I
Ben
wasn't-
Shapiro on here.
I wasn't kidding, by the way. Musk once described the Neuralink implant as a Fitbit in your skull.
Yeah.
Um,
This was around the
Uh,
time. Actually, I don't know if that's true, but so yeah, Fitbit in your skull, and that's his marketing for when the FDA approved this for human testing. The FDA approved this for human testing. He's out
The
here
FDA is a capturing
killing
agency, so
monkeys, left and right. 1,500 animals he's killing, and the FDA is like, "Yeah, dude, put that in a human being."
wait, no.
Oh,
what?
Oh my god. Hold on.
yes.
So, his human brain computer interface company, the surgical robot that the company debuted to make a splash of its own, which, again, this surgical robot that I forgot the name of it, but they're also stealing this from university research. It's
sure they are.
It's their proprietary surgical robot, but it's really just a rebranding of, I think it's the Da Vinci surgical machine that was developed at
Okay.
the University of Chicago.
Yeah.
You're never gonna believe
you
this.
know, Elon Musk's companies do the same thing that like Iran does, where they reverse engineer an American missile that fell in the ocean, and then they make their own copycat, and they're like, "This is ours. We did this. We made this."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just an adaptation of the Da Vinci surgical system, but you're never gonna believe this.
What?
The people that he hired to design this surgical robot is the industrial design firm Woke Studio. It has the word woke on the robot.
Let's fucking go. Woke robots are coming to take your job, you soy liberals. What are you gonna do?
It says here, per woke, Neuralink's bot features clean, white, arcing lines and smooth surfaces for a look that flags its advanced technical capabilities,
Uh-huh.
but also
Right.
contains some soothing and more approachable elements.
Like what? Is it supposed to make the monkeys not feel weird?
Image credits Woke Studio. Woke says
I would
the
let a
Neuralink
robot
surgical
jack
robot
me
can be
off
set
if it was nice to me.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy to just take the Da Vinci robot and call it the woke bot and let it
It's
put
the
a
woke
chip
bot.
in your brain.
The woke
Elon,
bot melted my brain for real.
can we like make this a thing where we go on Twitter and say, "Hey, did you know that Elon Musk is using a woke bot to implant a chip in your brain?" Like, is that
Yeah,
not setting off
dickhead.
red
You can
flags for any of these
you
morons?
can do that. You can do that, dickhead, but you have to do it from the podcast account and stop inflating your own personal clout. You can retweet it, but you have to put it on the pod account.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's literally using a woke robot to put chips in your brain. Can we get Alex Jones to talk about this?
Guys,
Like, what's
he's
going
using
on?
the woke robot to implant 5G data harvesters in your brain.
That's
Do
crazy.
you think Alex Jones would let us break the story on his show?
Do you think Alex Jones would come on our show?
No, he's
No,
he's too divorced
yeah.
for that. I think.
Well, how do I get on his show then?
Email, baby. I don't know.
I
Harass
don't
him on
know. I
Twitter?
think he's
Like, he doesn't have
whatever.
Twitter, does he? You probably took him off.
So,
Can we get on
um,
Drama Alert? Keemstar is pretty low.
he's kind of low-b.
He's like a he's a real base figure. He's like a homunculus.
Greg just called Keemstar based. Is this real?
No.
Guy, chat, is
He's
this real?
he's like a homunculus. He's like a goblin. Like I could get on Keemstar's show. I could get on Drama Alert.
Anybody
Get
could.
me on Drama
Anybody
Alert.
could.
Yeah.
Okay, so part and parcel with this recent FEC investigation is the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine is also suing UC Davis
Oh.
because of their complicity and their refusal to release records. Internal emails show that the company Neuralink had tight control over what UC Davis was allowed to divulge about the experiments, which is crazy because, like, it's a university. It's a public university, right? Like, it's public university. Or is it
Public uni-
private? I don't
All
University
UCs are
of
public.
California, Davis.
Yeah.
It's public.
Anyways, yeah. So, according to the story, videos of the experiments have seemingly vanished. And documents refer to a tape that UC Davis hasn't acknowledged exists. And Neuralink was allowed to store and remove footage. So, like, we're never gonna know what they did here. Actually, we may never know.
You
what
know
the
what,
fuck they were
folks?
doing.
While we're talking about publicly funded universities, there's a movie on Netflix that I think everybody should watch. It's called The Mauritanian. It is about Mohamedou Salah, a gentleman detained at Gitmo for 8 years against his will, who faced torture, sexual assault, emotional assault, etc., 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 and was innocent, and was finally released in 2016 after the Obama administration attempted to appeal his release for 8 additional years. So, guess who was in charge of Gitmo? None other than head of security at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, John Bogdan.
I like that this is just our sponsor now, is
Shitting
pointing
on John
out that
Bogdan.
This
Yeah.
episode sponsored by Fuck You, John Bogdan.
So, this episode has been sponsored by John Bogdan, whose office number at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte is 704-687-8454. Once again, that's 704-687-8454. Feel free to leave any message you want on that
Any kind of
voicemail.
message.
No threats!
No threats! No threats! No threats! Do not
We do not
threaten.
endorse violence on this podcast.
Well.
Shut the fuck up, Chandran!
Anyways,
So should
So,
we?
The
should we move
opinions
on
of Chandran
to-
do not reflect the other hosts.
Should we move on to the kind of the cherry on top for today's episode?
Yeah, our other
the cherry on
sponsor.
top for our other sponsor. Yeah, the cherry on top for this is that amidst all
Death
this
to
bullshit
Sabra hummus.
that all this bullshit that Elon Musk has been doing lately, all the various legal battles and custody battles, I assume he's been fighting recently.
Always fighting in custody battle.
He's always on a battlefield. But the battlefield is like, I don't know, his fucking wife and kids. But
Which he
Elon
has
Musk
none of right now. No wife. No children.
Elon Musk has decided to visit Israel and meet with Netanyahu to make up for the backlash against his endorsement of an anti-Semitic post. Which, wow, wouldn't you know it? Netanyahu and Israel don't actually have a problem with anti-Semitism. That seems strange.
Who could have guessed? So, what? I can't even fucking read this goddamn article because it's paywalled. I hate
What website's it on?
New York Times.
New York Times. I have
The
sorry.
New Dork
I have Wall Street
Crimes.
Journal.
The New Dork.
the
Crimes.
New Dork Crimes. I have a paywall bypasser, so I'm just going to read from it.
Oh.
Elon Musk, this was updated literally an hour
Well,
ago,
really
traveled
quickly,
to Israel.
Really quickly, go through this article that has the context for the anti-Semitic conspiracy theories that he was promoting.
We are really fucking doing it this week, folks. You can tell we do our research beforehand every week.
Of course we do.
Well, there's just a lot to talk about with this, so
Mhm.
we figured just jump
Because
right into it.
I was not familiar with. I don't pay attention to Elon Musk at all.
I can't even read.
But IBM threatened to pull its advertising
IBM?
spend.
I'm sorry, IBM?
IBM, a
Yeah.
major advertiser
IBM
on
of Holocaust fame?
Of Holocaust
Yeah,
fame.
IBM. It stands for We Did the Holocaust. IBM.
Yeah, my favorite acronym.
IBM is the reason they have an exact total on how many people died in the Holocaust.
Yeah. So, Elon Musk traveled to Israel in a visit that had appeared aimed at calming the outcry over his endorsement of anti-Semitic conspiracy about that accused Jewish communities of pushing hatred against whites. He literally did that thing where he found like a post and he just replied, "I agree." Hold on, let me see if I can-
Concerning.
Okay,
He
so
applied
this
concerning to one of the racist dog whistle crime stats the other day.
So about 12 days ago, someone said Jewish communities have been pushing this exact kind of dialectical hatred against whites. And Elon Musk replied and said, "You have said the actual truth. The ADL unjustly attacks the West."
Elon Musk like vaguely proves horseshoe theory like once a week. Where it's like, yeah, the ADL kind of fucking sucks. But not for the reasons
Not for the
Elon
reasons
is
he
saying.
thinks, yeah.
Not for the reason Elon thinks. It's like he's coming to a conclusion.
He thinks
that,
they
like,
don't
from a
support Israel
distance-
enough.
Yeah. Like he's like they're not fascist enough for me. Therefore I don't like them.
Oh my god. Okay, these quotes are
Elon
unreal.
Musk was in Wasreal today. Tell us more.
So first of all, the flight of advertisers apparently is threatening to cost him tens of millions of dollars, which
he does not have anymore
he
because
does not have.
All the only ads I get on Twitter now are just like revenge porn AI generators.
It's crazy the ads on Twitter
Yeah.
right now.
The White House itself denounced Elon for, quote, the abhorrent promotion of anti-Semitic and racist hate. That's crazy. I didn't know they made a statement, but
dude, it's like denouncing the Dutch East India Company now. Like he's a political force.
Yeah. But yeah, he arrives in Israel. He's wearing a flak jacket alongside Netanyahu, looking like little homie gay ass.
Can we just also talk about how dumb he looks because he's too fat for the fucking flak jacket?
Yeah,
they gave him the smallest possible flak jacket for his
They
broad
wanted him
ass.
to get killed.
They wanted him to look
He's got
stupid.
such a barrel chest too. I don't know if you guys have noticed that.
Bro is built like a fucking Neanderthal.
He's got that like adapted
Which yet
for
again
cold.
proves my point that anything that descends from the Dutch.
So, so apparently Netanyahu was like giving him the tour to show him the crimes against humanity committed by Hamas. In the conversation with Mr. Netanyahu, I don't know why they have to refer to everyone with Mr. Just call him fucking Bibi or something. So this conversation
He's a president.
Yeah, I don't care.
I like how they actually snubbed him. They didn't call him president.
Oh, okay.
Also, by the way,
+1 for New York Times.
The New York Times says here, in May he likened Mr. Soros, a 93-year-old Holocaust survivor, to Magneto, and said that Mr. Soros hates humanity.
That's crazy. You can't do that one specifically.
Can't do that one specifically.
Wow. Okay.
I will hold on, everybody, for one moment. If you've seen Days of Future Past, Magneto was right.
Magneto has always been right. Okay.
Yeah, he's just the white Killmonger. Like, you were fucking right, dog.
Like, man, you were right.
Everyone's super.
So I want you to know how in character this is. In the conversation live broadcast on X, Twitter. I'm not calling it X. It was broadcast on Twitter. Mr. Musk called the visit to Kfar Aza, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, he called the visit to occupied Palestine. Continue.
He called it jarring and troubling.
Concerning.
He can only speak in like vague platitudes, one-word statements.
He could win the presidency in this country.
By the way, so part of this whole thing was that Elon Musk has given Israel like total control over Starlink, over Israel, over the Gaza Strip, over Palestine.
Yeah.
Oh, did he do that? Like he gave the control to Israel?
Shlomo Karhi, who I believe
That's
is
fucked
the some communications cabinet member or something like that. Communications minister, listen. There's that I love that one image of Shlomo Weil, Israeli settler.
Israel is just like if you gave like just Polish people control of the Middle East.
It is. It is. So, Shlomo Karhi, communications minister of Israel, made a post on X, made a tweet on Twitter. Elon Musk, I congratulate you for reaching a principal understanding with the Ministry of Communications under my leadership. As a result of this significant agreement, Starlink satellite units can only be operated in Israel with the approval of the Israeli Ministry of Communications, including the Gaza
Good
Strip.
thing they're not in fucking Israel.
A good thing. So, as the state of Israel fights against Hamas ISIS is hyphenated. It's one thing now.
We're doing Hamas ISIS
ISIS
now. We're acting like those are the same. Like those are not two like dialectically opposed enemies.
Yeah, what the hell is with that?
Propaganda, baby.
It's because the average American has a 33 IQ and only sees Fox News. So to them, every brown person is ISIS.
So Netanyahu said to Elon Musk, "It's not an easy thing to be maligned." Like expressing sympathy to him. My brother, he's the one being accused of anti-Semitism. Why are you giving him cover? Like
it's almost like
Zionism is inherently anti-Semitic.
Yeah, it's almost like Israel.
Zionism is anti-Semitic.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That one dude on Twitter who's going around calling everybody who supports Palestine, all the Jewish people who support Palestine, like self-hating and like saying some slur for Jews.
Yeah, he's doing the self-hating Jew bit.
Yeah, I've never heard this slur that he's using against Jews.
We're about a week away from the Israeli government. We're about a week away from the Israeli government calling Jews who support Palestine rootless cosmopolitans.
we are.
Yeah,
we're about a
can
week
see that
from
happening.
Netanyahu's gonna.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened already.
Get out and say that himself.
Oh, God.
BB is gonna come out on TV and say the K slur.
Oh my God! So
rootless metrosexuals.
All right, no, we can't say that. So
we found this copy. He also, what is the Israeli accent? I just want to shit on Israel for a minute.
Yeah.
Why do they speak like with this bullshit? It's like they're trying to sound French.
I thought it
makes
was
no goddamn sense.
I thought the Israeli accent was just New York accent.
It's a Brooklyn accent, yeah.
No, it's like this mix. It's like this mix. Like when they only no. I mean, like your run of the mill Israeli. They speak with like this bullshit ass accent. It's completely made up because if they were speaking true, like they're speaking Hebrew, which is a Semitic language, much like its neighbor Arabic. They should have an accent much more similar to an Arabic accent than this made up. They want to sound like the bourgeoisie.
They're literally
it's
doing
like a mix
Hebrew
of an
RP.
Afrikaner accent Yeah, it's like a mix of like a Afrikaner accent and French, and they
The-
all sound like fucking losers.
the specificities of like your criticisms against certain like ethnic like ideas of ethnicities are very entertaining to listen to.
Get me on the Rogan Experience.
Yeah. So, oh my god, yeah.
Nah,
fuck,
like,
dude,
but Gal Gadot's voice makes me mad.
do we know if like I don't know. I mean,
It's
just
not
it's
even
just
a Yiddish
crazy.
accent.
Yeah.
It's not nothing. It's
It's
nothing.
made up.
It's literally fake.
So I have an idea. Do you think we could get
Netanyahu on the
Slammer?
podcast?
No, we can't get Netanyahu on the podcast. But do you think we
Could we get Netanyahu on the podcast?
No.
Maybe he might do it. No. I think we should get Slammer from Twitter to make us a cover art for this episode. Just be like, just unlimited genocide on Elon Musk or Neuralink with 3 Ks at the end.
Oh, ask him to do it.
Unlimited genocide on NeuralinKKK. Oh my god! Yeah,
Ask him to do it.
He did one thing for me. I should ask him if he can make this. You know what? That we're gonna do that.
But I need Kim Shi Huang on it.
Well, yeah, of
Of
course.
Okay.
So-
okay.
Mr. Netanyahu spent the bulk of the conversation explaining the rationale for the war in Gaza, live streamed on Twitter.
Yeah,
Mr. Musk,
they want to do a genocide.
it's like once again, like every single thing public facing out of Israel is externalized propaganda. It's all in English. It's all subtitled. It's all meant for English speaking audiences. It's meant for the UK. It's meant for America. It's meant for where their money is coming from. But
It's not even meant for the UK anymore. They might as well be Cuba.
The UK might as well not even be there anymore.
The UK is about as relevant as Paraguay on the world stage. So
but they're like Israel's granddaddy.
they taught them how to be
no,
racist.
exactly.
Yeah.
You
The father handing over the keys to the racism factory.
Yeah, we're like their evil uncle.
Alright, keep talking.
But Mr. Musk said in agreement that it was important to get rid of the ones who were hell-bent on murdering Jewish people. He also added that it was important to minimize civilian casualties in the enclave. The rebuttal is often made that, well, Israel has killed civilians also in Gaza, Mr. Musk said, but there is an important difference here, which is that Israel tries to avoid killing civilians. Folks, if you haven't been keeping up, Israel is not avoiding killing civilians in the Gaza Strip. Every single
actually
maneuver,
relishing it.
they're relishing in it. Every maneuver they made has been specifically for the sake of murdering more civilians. Do you know why? You know why the current death toll for Palestinians right now is 13,000? Because we can no longer keep track of it. Because Israel destroyed all of the fucking hospitals. There is nobody left to
Why
count
would
the
they
dead.
have done that?
Why do they do that, y'all? Why have they been precision striking journalists? Like 28 journalists at least. Precision strikes.
No, Chandran, it's 68
It's
journalists. as of today.
68 as of today. Jesus fucking Christ. I
Last I heard, there were less than 20 journalists left in the entire Gaza
oh
Strip.
my god. But they are precision striking journalists. They are trying to take over Satellite Link or whatever the fuck it was called. And Starlink. They are
Starlink.
shutting off all communications out of Palestine. The only information they want coming to the West about what's happening is their specifically tailored propaganda. And it's very obvious why, because we saw at the beginning of this genocide, all the videos coming out from Palestinian fighters on the ground were raw footage, combat footage, just random cell phone footage of Israel striking civilian populations and of Palestinian fighters fighting them off. They realized immediately, if those images kept getting circulated, that they were going to lose this propaganda war.
We were going to turn this shit into
We were
Wasreal.
going to turn this shit into Wasreal. We're still going to do that. But yeah, so
Oh, speaking of our prestigious university, first rate, might as
Oh.
well be private Ivy League.
literally, yep.
UNC Charlotte. The Turning Point USA has reestablished itself on UNC Charlotte's campus. And first of all, I think because of my job, I'm not allowed to make fun of students in a direct way. But if you go on their Instagram and see their and see their board members.
Let me check it out real quick.
But yeah, so they are actually hosting tomorrow, Tuesday the 28th, a We Stand With Israel rally led by Ari Hoffman, some dude who I don't fucking know or care who he is. He just works for, I don't know, the Daily Wire or some shit.
These absolute fucking losers have like 5 accounts because they keep forming and then deforming.
Oh, the Post Millennial. Sorry, he works for the Post Millennial.
Are we talking about Ari Hoffman?
Ari
Yeah.
Hoffman. He currently has a
what is
radio
wrong with this
show.
guy? Where? On News Talk 1110 WBT, Charlotte's own right-wing news radio station?
Hello, it's me. I didn't know how else to do this, but I had to cut like 15 minutes here of Greg just making fun of every single person on that Instagram page, and we can't put that in because of Austin's job. So, sorry. Here's the rest of the episode.
Elon Musk, Israel, UNC Charlotte. Yeah, I don't know.
I think we're done. I think that's the episode.
Is that? I forgot. I had something else to talk about. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay.
Oh!
Okay.
He's literally
Hold
pogging.
on.
He's literally pogging right now.
So the unauthorized adhesive, I found out what it is.
Okay.
It's called BioGlue, registered trademark, surgical adhesive.
Okay.
It is intended and indicated on all of the packaging for use as adjunct to standard methods of achieving hemostasis, such as sutures and staples.
It's for outside?
Not meant to be injected.
It's
into
for
a vein.
outside.
It's for your blood vessels in your arteries. It's usually used for, like, if something happens to your heart and they suture it back up to just reinforce the sutures. It's not. You're not supposed to use
It's
that
not
shit.
supposed to be on the brain.
It's toxic to brain tissue. It is toxic.
Do you think it's because Elon didn't want to buy the right stuff because it was more money?
Oh, absolutely.
Certainly.
It's probably just what they had, and they're like, "Oh, this will work."
And it's also probably some like fucking insane like theory. Like, okay, what if we used, instead of like bone cement, what if we used suture glue in order to? Because like the whole point of this whole Neuralink thing is that his little woke bot is going to open up your skull and then weave Neuralink into all of your neurons.
He's gonna weave my pussy.
So like is he trying to
Did you
suture
hear that?
Neuralink into he's trying to suture Neuralink into your brain, and he's going to melt it, and
He's
knows
going to
he's gonna
melt
melt
your
it.
brain.
Based
I like. What do we do? What do we do when he actually starts human testing?
The
Because
first-
nobody wants to stop
you
him.
all know what we're supposed to do.
We're gonna laugh.
But like, what can we
We're just gonna
do?
laugh at them.
What
We're gonna
can we
laugh
do?
at that first dude who comes out in a fucking wheelchair, drooling all over himself after the
Well,
first
okay.
human
Here's the
trial.
thing. The thing is, I kind of feel bad because I think they might actually be trying this on people who are like actually already paralyzed, like people who genuinely need Utah. So yeah, BioGlue is used in cardiac surgery. What he thought he was doing, maybe the only thing I can maybe guess is if maybe he thought that like once he sutured up the skin on top of the skull, he could put that glue on top of it. But like that's not
They already make glue for this, though.
like he shouldn't do that. Like they don't need to. Like there's no reason for that.
This is
I just don't understand what he.
It's like he's doing. You know what he's doing? It's the innovation economy writ large. This already exists. He thinks he could innovate a new thing to do it in a way that's. We've already got it. We already know how it works.
Exactly. He's doing the. He's got engineer brain, except he's never made anything in
Except
his life.
he's a terrible fucking engineer.
He's got Redditor engineer brain. He's like,
got
what
Reddit
if?
for fucking
He's like the guy that sees, like, I don't know, a fucking shopping cart and is like, what if we had an iPad on every shopping cart and it was auto driving, so it drove you straight to the groceries you wanted? And it's like
he's eternally
nobody ever
trapped in a first
Yeah.
year engineer's assignment where he's like, okay, take something that exists
and
and modify, innovate on it.
Innovate. This is what engineering is all about. he's permanently stuck in the Project Lead the Way fucking curriculum from high school.
What the hell is Project Lead the Way?
It's basically just that. Hold on.
It's
Austin,
inspiring
kinda sounds
children
like
to
you
get
went
into
to a school
engineering.
for special
It's
kids.
a thing that they shove onto American public schools called where STEM curriculum meets career readiness, where they groom like ninth graders from the advent of their start in school to like be like entrepreneurs and epic engineer dudes. You know,
They didn't need
it's also a way.
curriculum to groom ninth graders at my high school.
Well, it's also a way to like sort of subtly recruit people into the military, I think, because like they also had like a weird amount of like U.S. sponsored like activity, like you know what I mean? I don't know. It was-
Well, I don't know about you, but my time working at Boeing Engineering has been nothing but wonderful.
yeah.
I hear the next drones will be sent by a Democrat.
Oh God, yeah. So, do we want to end up this episode with just like a single question or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
have a
let's
question.
let's hit the question bucket.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. Where fucking lost the question bucket? That's how. No, there it is.
That's how little we care about you guys.
No, we love you guys. By the way, subscribe to our Patreon. How do monkeys act when they get sick? Are they ever wimpy about it?
Austin, how wimpy are you when you get sick?
Oh, I'm.
This is
I'm
a man flu
absolutely-
ass bitch. You know it is.
I know I've got man flu. I admit to it, but like, there's also something about my complexion that just it does give me like that fucking European explorer in the jungle type deal. Where whenever like
You have dysentery in the jungle.
one time, like sometimes if I don't drink enough water or like eat enough in a day, like my body goes numb and like I just start like shaking and like that seems like it's something else medically though. So I
You're
don't
so
know.
shaking
frail.
and
It's called
yeah,
anemia,
you know
baby.
what? I don't think it matters. Yeah, I don't think it matters how
It
sick
might
I
be
am.
anemia.
I've never missed a day in my life since I was 14.
Honestly,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
that's not gonna mean anything to anybody because it was totally visual. Anyway,
Well, that was mostly for you guys.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
I was just.
But yeah,
So, I'm trying to-
sick do these
to-
monkeys be getting?
I'm trying to think because
Did
they
you?
usually
I mean,
handle it pretty decently.
I don't think you
know.
ever
Maybe,
you never
like,
saw an
moaning with
active.
What did you say?
What?
Repeat yourself.
What did Greg just
Repeat
say?
yourself, coward.
No, I'm not gonna say that again.
Greg has just been like out of the range of the
Greg
microphone
said,
this entire
Greg said,
episode.
do they be moaning with it?
No, they don't be moaning. But actually, with my experience with chimps, they usually kind of have like
They're more whimpery.
no, they have like a pretty strong impetus to like act like they're not sick, even if it's to their own detriment. Like they're like the
They're like
old
cats.
man sick, where it's like, "Ah, I'm fine. I don't need."
And then they
my
drop
cane."
dead.
Yeah.
Did you ever see a COVID monkey? Because I know you got sick from a monkey spitting into your
Into my mouth, yes.
And then you got me sick.
Well,
with
the
a monkey
monkeys
spit.
were all coughing and sneezing and wiping their boogers everywhere and shit. But they weren't like they were maybe a bit lower energy. But they like the thing is, if you show weakness, like one of the apes there, who he had some really fucked up like calcification in his hips, and so he had to be separated from the group because he was so sickly that he just needed to like sit there and rest and recuperate. But the other apes like saw that as a sign of weakness and just tried to like beat the shit out of him while he was down. So like there's pretty much an impetus for chimpanzees to not act sick. And I think this goes into I think this applies to all primates except us. Like the thing is with when people act very openly sick and like help me and like humans feel pain very openly. We've talked about this before, our wounds don't heal at nearly the rate they should. We're very vulnerability is the point for humans, I feel like there's no way to prove this theory. This is just something that I think we've talked about before, but it's been rattling around in my brain, just the idea that like humans evolved to be vulnerable with each other to encourage pro-social behaviors, because it's like if you got a big gaping wound on your arm and you're all whiny about it, that's gonna like other people's empathy is gonna kick in and they're gonna want to tend to it for you, and that builds social bonds. And forms social cohesion and that creates social groups. And, you know, it's like the basis of our socialization. So I think this is our man flus are probably unique to humans, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Well, that being said, I have to go to bed because I
Yeah,
have to
Greg's
wake
got
up
to go
early.
Betty bye.
But
Betty bye time.
thank you all for listening. This has been episode 46?
46. Yep.
46, baby. We got it right at the start.
Elon Musk die 1,000
take a look at
and
our
1 death
Patreon.
this time.
Unlimited genocide on Neuralink.
Yeah. Take a look at our Patreon if you want to hear more fun shit from us. Again, $10 more and we'll put out another bonus episode for you. So
Yeah,
consider
screw
it. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I may be a white boy, but I'm not stupid.